Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool speak to one of Europe's most exciting managers about replacing Slot. Liverpool have identified Como head coach Cesc Fabregas as a potential replacement for Arne Slot, according to Anfield Index. The defending Premier League champions are believed to have held initial talks with the Spanish tactician over joining forces, with Slot under pressure at the club after winning just 2 of Liverpool's last 10 league games. Senior figures at Anfield are said to be impressed by Fabregas' progress in Italy, where Como are sitting 6th after 14 matches, 7 points off leaders AC Milan. Liverpool are only expected to make a decision on the managerial position on their own terms, as sacking Slot could cost a whopping £15 million at this stage of the season. Liverpool hold talks with Cesc Fabregas. According to Anfield Index, Liverpool are impressed with Fabregas' work at Como and see him as a potential replacement should Slot be sacked. Fabregas, a former Arsenal and Chelsea midfielder, ended his playing career at Como in 2023 and shortly took on his first coaching role with the club's under-19s. He was named Como's head coach a year later, replacing ex-Wales assistant Ocean Roberts, and led the club to 10th in Serie A in his first season in charge in 2024-25, their best result since they finished 9th in 1987. Como have continued their strong form under Fabregas this term, sitting 6th in Serie A at the moment. They have lost just once across all competitions since the start of September, suffering a heavy 4-0 defeat to Inter last weekend. Fabregas, praised as one of Europe's most exciting managers, is under contract at Como until the summer of 2028. Liverpool have won just 4 of their last 15 games across all competitions under Slot and were denied a win at Leeds at the weekend, drawing 3-3. Mohamed Salah's public outburst made headlines after the match on Saturday, with the Egyptian forward accusing the club of throwing him under the bus and revealing his relationship with Slot is broken. Salah's public rant is unlikely to have an impact on Slot's future. Instead, the Egyptian has been left at home ahead of Liverpool's clash with Inter Milan in the Champions League on Tuesday. Huge Liverpool news breaking this week. The club has reportedly spoken with one of Europe's most exciting managers about replacing Arne Slot. Liverpool have decided to sell Mohamed Salah in January, with a replacement lined up to join immediately. Real Madrid are eyeing a shock move for a record-breaking Liverpool superstar after an explosive fallout. The Reds are preparing a blockbuster £130 million bid for a player dubbed Neymar Reincarnated as the long-term heir to Salah. PSG wonderkid Desire Doue is also being considered as a potential future Anfield superstar. Subscribe for more breaking transfer bombs, and I'll catch you in the next video. YNWA. Our second news is Liverpool decide to sell Salah in January as chosen replacement to immediately be signed. According to reports, Liverpool have decided that Mohamed Salah will be sold in January and they have a plan to immediately sign his replacement. Salah has suffered a significant decline in form since he was lauded as the best player in the Premier League last season. The veteran forward earned a new 2-year contract until 2027 by helping Liverpool win their 20th Premier League title at the end of last season. However, his performances have fallen off a cliff this season as he has been ineffective in most of his appearances and has contributed to Liverpool's crisis. Salah has spat his dummy out after being named as a substitute for Liverpool's last 3 Premier League matches against, remarkably hitting out at the club and head coach Arne Slot for throwing him under the bus. Read, Liverpool season described as the flow and mosh** though, in Salah post-mortem. In response, Salah has been removed from Liverpool's squad to face Inter Milan in the Champions League group stages on Tuesday night, and it remains to be seen whether he will feature against Brighton at the weekend. Club legend Jamie Carragher brutally criticized Salah on Monday night, and it now looks increasingly likely that he will leave Liverpool in January. According to an insider on X with a team of 5 elite reporters, Liverpool chiefs decided on Monday night that the forward will be sold in January. It is claimed that top bosses have overruled everyone and decided that he is gone in the winter window, with it noted that Slot barely got a say. The report has also revealed how the club plans to replace Salah. They added, "They're only selling once valuation is met and will immediately activate Antoine Semenyo's release clause to replace him." Salah's agent uncovered Liverpool's secret plot to ship Mo to Saudi Arabia behind his back, and that angered the Egyptian star according to club sources. Mo Salah is open to all options, including playing for Barcelona, Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, but a Saudi contract offer could be the most appealing. Liverpool legend Graham Souness has joined a host of fellow pundits in slamming Salah, pointing out one really damning detail. "The really damning thing for me was when he said he doesn't have to turn up every day and fight for his place in training because of what he's done for the club," Souness said on TalkSport. "I'll throw this at you. As a manager, you've always got half a dozen players that are not quite with you because they feel they should be starting every week. So he turns up, the star man turns up, and they're not at it in training. It's an excuse for those 5 or 6 that are not quite with you to do the exact same thing. He should be setting the standards. There was a responsibility as a senior player. You must have good senior players at your football club. They have to take the responsibility of setting the standards for every single day in training. We had a guy called Phil Neal who would go to war every single day in training. He could fall out on him quite easily. Every single day in training, you're led from the front every single day in training. That's what he has to get back to." Subscribe for more breaking transfer bombs, and I'll catch you in the next video. WNWA. Our third news is Real Madrid shock move for record-breaking Liverpool star after explosive fallout. In a recent update from Fishages, it has come to light that Real Madrid have now entered the race to sign Liverpool superstar Mohamed Salah. The Egyptian forward has been at the center of intense debate recently, with his controversial remarks about the club sparking discussion over whether his time at Anfield is coming to an end. Salah's situation has been the subject of speculation for months, but the latest developments suggest his departure may now be closer than ever. Within the Liverpool dressing room, the feeling is growing that the Egyptian international is approaching the final phase of his journey with the club. What was once considered a distant possibility has now evolved into something far more concrete, especially as the Premier League side prepare for a significant squad overhaul. Saudi Arabia or Real Madrid? For a long time, the consensus was that Saudi Arabia would be Salah's next destination. Clubs in the region have maintained a persistent interest, viewing him as a marquee signing. However, the emergence of Real Madrid in the conversation changes the landscape entirely. According to the report, the Spanish giants are strongly considering a move for Salah as they seek to reinforce the right flank, one of the few areas where the current squad lacks a decisive, world-class threat. From Madrid's perspective, the appeal is obvious. Salah brings Champions League pedigree, extraordinary goal-scoring numbers, and the leadership of a player who has spent years competing at football's highest levels. For now, though, Salah has chosen to remain silent regarding his future, offering no hint of where he might end up next. Yet the signs coming from Liverpool indicate that the door is very much open for a departure, provided a worthy offer arrives. Rising injuries put Real Madrid in a state of extreme concern. Real Madrid's injury crisis has taken on alarming proportions in Xabi Alonso's debut season, mirroring the difficulties the club faced throughout the 2024-25 campaign. What many hoped would improve under a new coaching structure has instead spiraled into an even deeper problem, one that the club appears increasingly unable to control or fully understand. To put things in perspective, the numbers are staggering, as 23 out of 25 first-team players have already suffered injuries this season. In fact, as reported by Mundo Deportivo, the scale of the problem has left club puzzled, frustrated, and urgently searching for answers. Internally, there is growing disbelief over how such an avalanche of injuries could occur in such a short window of time. What is going on at Real Madrid? Notably, Alonso arrived with a new fitness coach and a revamped training methodology, intended to modernize the team's physical preparation. But within the club, suspicion is beginning to grow that these changes may be playing a key role in the current injury epidemic. While officials do acknowledge that the pre-season was unusual and that a congested schedule has added strain, they refuse to attribute the crisis solely to those factors. Amid the confusion, one name has resurfaced with increasing frequency is that of Antonio Pintus. The renowned fitness coach remains at Real Madrid but was removed from first-team responsibilities once Alonso took over. Was it a mistake? Now, with injuries piling up, several voices are beginning to wonder whether sidelining Pintus was a mistake. However, the debate is far from straightforward. While Pintus is revered for his demanding physical programs, it is also true that the injury record during his tenure was far from spotless. Subscribe for more breaking transfer bombs, and I'll catch you in the next video. YNWA. Our fourth news is Liverpool preparing Blockbuster £130 million bid for Neymar Reincarnated to replace Salah. Liverpool have already lined up a replacement for Mohamed Salah, according to reports in Spain. The Reds are in a tricky position following the Egyptian star's explosive interview on Sunday where he claimed to have been thrown under the bus at Anfield. He also claimed he has no relationship with head coach Arne Slot. Since then, Salah has returned to training with his teammates, but has been left out of the squad for Tuesday's Champions League clash against Inter Milan at the San Siro. With speculation rife over whether the 33-year-old has played his last game for the club, Liverpool are poised for what's next. Liverpool Mohamed Salah replacement. Liverpool are preparing for Salah's exit with a move to sign Desire Doue from Paris Saint-Germain. According to Fishages, the Reds are considering a £130.9 million offer for the talented forward. A winger who can play on both flanks, Doue, who has been described as Neymar Reincarnated, has scored 19 goals and provided 19 assists for the reigning Champions League winners. However, a calf and hamstring injury has restricted the 20-year-old to just 8 appearances this term. That said, he has managed 3 goals and 3 assists in those fixtures. That he also scored 2 goals and grabbed 1 assist in last season's Champions League final win over Inter Milan, a match which they won 5-0. A player who has already proven himself at the very highest level, Doue would be a hugely exciting signing for Liverpool. Losing Salah would be a bitter pill to swallow for supporters. After all, he's a genuine club legend and the club's 3rd highest goalscorer in history. However, all good things come to an end, and this might well be the moment for Salah and Liverpool to part company. If that happens, Liverpool need to sign a top-tier star, and Doue certainly fits the bill. At just 20 years of age, an admittedly expensive deal to sign the PSG forward could undoubtedly pay off, with the forward having the potential to lead the line for many years to come. Unlike Salah, there's also a huge sell-on potential available, which would make the deal a no-brainer all round. Of course, it remains to be seen if PSG would be willing to sell one of their star men. After all, they are European champions, and so a move away from Paris could be seen as a downward step. The club has reportedly spoken with one of Europe's most exciting managers about replacing Arne Slot. Liverpool have decided to sell Mohamed Salah in January, with a replacement lined up to join immediately. Real Madrid are eyeing a shock move for a record-breaking Liverpool superstar after an explosive fallout. The Reds are preparing a blockbuster £130 million bid for a player dubbed Neymar Reincarnated as the long-term heir to Salah. PSG wonderkid Desire Doue is also being considered as a potential future Anfield superstar. Subscribe for more breaking transfer bombs, and I'll catch you in the next video. YNWA. Our last news is Liverpool earmark PSG star Desire Doue as Mohamed Salah replacement. Liverpool have earmarked Paris Saint-Germain winger Desire Doue as a potential replacement for Mohamed Salah, according to Fishages. Doue has enjoyed a meteoric rise in his career, and at just 20, he's already widely regarded as one of the best forwards in the world. Having progressed through Rennes youth system, Doue made his senior bow for the club on August 7, 2022. Coming off the bench in a 1-0 League One loss to Lorient. Later that same month, on August 31, he registered his first senior professional goal in a 3-1 league win against Brest, becoming the first footballer born in 2005 to score in any of Europe's top 5 divisions. His form piqued the interest of several clubs across Europe before PSG won the race to sign him in the summer of 2024. Since then, he has been outstanding for the French club, providing 38 goal contributions, including a double in the UEFA Champions League final against Inter Milan. This season, injury concerns have seen him feature in only 6 League One games and 15 in all competitions, yet he has still shown his qualities, netting 3 goals and providing 3 assists. Now, according to Fishages, Liverpool have earmarked Doue as a potential replacement for the embattled Mohamed Salah, who faces an uncertain future at Anfield. The report adds that the Reds believe the 5-cap France international's profile suits Liverpool's need for a versatile, fast, technical, young and dynamic forward to bolster Arne Slot's attack, and they're now exploring a possible deal to sign him in 2026. Doue to Liverpool. With 4 more years left on his contract at the Parc des Princes, PSG are keen to retain the Frenchman, as they see him as a prospect. However, the Merseyside club are preparing to submit a formal £131 million offer to the French champions, a figure that could change their stance, as per the report. For a 3rd consecutive fixture, Arne Slot placed Salah on the bench. For a 2nd outing in a row away from Anfield, the Egyptian was not introduced at any stage, a decision that ultimately triggered his public outburst. There's now a growing belief that the Egyptian's time might be drawing to a close, prompting Liverpool to search for possible replacements. Doue would be an outstanding addition to their squad and a viable replacement for Salah should he depart. However, £131 million for the 20-year-old may be too steep, so the club should instead consider affordable but equally quality alternatives like Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo. The club has reportedly spoken with one of Europe's most exciting managers about replacing Arne Slot. Liverpool have decided to sell Mohamed Salah in January, with a replacement lined up to join immediately. Real Madrid are eyeing a shock move for a record-breaking Liverpool superstar after an explosive fallout. The Reds are preparing a blockbuster £130 million bid for a player dubbed Neymar Reincarnated as the long-term heir to Salah. PSG wonderkid Desire Doue is also being considered as a potential future Anfield superstar. Subscribe for more breaking transfer bombs, and I'll catch you in the next video. YNWA. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.